Third place, IceCube Neutrino Observatory. The IceCube Neutrino Observatory, located in Antarctica, is a massive underground laboratory hidden beneath the ice. It cost $279 million to build and is a cutting-edge scientific facility funded by the U.S. National Science Foundation. The observatory consists of 86 shafts equipped with sensors, extending 2,500 meters below the surface of the ice, making it one of the deepest scientific research stations on Earth. This incredibly cool-sounding observatory has one main mission: to detect neutrinos, mysterious particles that hardly interact with any form of matter. Neutrinos can pass effortlessly through space, the human body, and even solid rock without leaving a trace. It's said that trillions of neutrinos pass through our bodies every second, but they are so elusive that they are almost impossible to observe. Scientists believe that neutrinos may carry information from the distant universe and could help unlock scientific mysteries, such as the origin of cosmic rays. So far, IceCube has installed more than 5,000 optical detectors, covering roughly 1 cubic kilometer of ice, enough to fill hundreds of thousands of Olympic swimming pools, and spanning an area equivalent to 28 football fields. These detectors captured the faint flashes of light produced when neutrinos collide with atomic nuclei in the ice. For scientists, these flashes are like the tiniest fireworks in the cosmos, recording traces of the most violent events in the universe. In 2018, IceCube successfully traced a neutrino back to a distant galaxy, a discovery that helped scientists identify a possible source of cosmic rays, marking a historic breakthrough in the field of neutrino astronomy. Every neutrino captured here could be a secret message from some unknown corner of the universe. Every piece of data has the potential to reshape our understanding of the cosmos. And all of this takes place in the most remote and lonely corner of the Earth, Antarctica. 2ND place, Kola Superdeep, Borehole. The Kola Peninsula in Russia, near the border with Norway, lies an abandoned Soviet-era scientific research station. Embedded in its concrete floor is a heavy, rusted manhole cover, tightly bolted, as if sealing away some untold secret. Beneath this cover lies the world-famous Kola Superdeep Borehole, a legendary chasm made famous by urban myths. According to the myths, this borehole reaches an astonishing depth of 12,000 meters. During excavation, scientists were said to have discovered a hollow chamber deep within the Earth, and when they used ultra-sensitive audio equipment, they reportedly recorded the sounds of human screams, leading them to believe they had opened the gates of hell. Supposedly, the Russians then sealed the borehole with reinforced concrete and steel, and declared the surrounding 50 kilometers a restricted military zone. Let's return to reality. The tale of the gates of hell is entirely fictional. It originated from a reader's letter in a sensationalist newspaper and was later exaggerated. But even without the supernatural embellishments, the Kola Superdeep Borehole remains a real and extraordinary scientific achievement. Its purpose was to study the oldest rocks on Earth and to better understand the geological processes occurring deep underground. In 1970, during the centennial of Lenin's birth, drilling of the Kola Superdeep Borehole began. It was a grand scientific endeavor, further fueled by the Cold War rivalry between the Soviet Union and the United States. The project was overseen directly by the Soviet Ministry of Geology. Every worker involved was given an apartment in Moscow, and their monthly salaries equaled the annual income of a university professor. With this strong support, the drilling progressed rapidly. By 1983, the borehole had reached an astonishing depth of 12,000 meters. However, extremely high temperatures, up to 180 degrees Celsius, more than twice what scientists had expected, became an insurmountable barrier. The equipment could not withstand the heat, and combined with a lack of funding, the project was halted in 1992. Sharp-eyed viewer might notice, it took 10 years to deepen the borehole from 12,000 to just 12,262 meters, a mere 262-meter gain. Yet even at that depth, it remained 8 kilometers deeper than the world's deepest mine. Even the Mariana Trench, with a maximum depth of 11,034 meters, would only come in third place on this list. To visualize it, this borehole's depth is roughly equivalent to stacking Mount Everest and Mount Fuji on top of each other. Despite having a diameter of only about 20 centimeters, the Kola Superdeep Borehole opened a window into the vibrant and complex underground world. Through this borehole, scientists discovered evidence of life from over 2 billion years ago. At a depth of 6 kilometers below the surface, they found fossilized plankton that had been perfectly preserved in extreme heat and pressure. Even more astonishing was that the chemical composition of the rock samples taken from the borehole was nearly identical to that of lunar soil collected by Soviet lunar rovers. Today, the Kola Super Deep Borehole stands as a milestone in scientific history. Though it has been sealed, its contributions to Earth sciences remain irreplaceable. This massive hole represents not only a triumph of human intellect, but also a deep exploration into the unknown, giving us a greater understanding and respect for our planet. 1 Saint Place, Mels bottomless pit. Unlike the other deep chasms introduced so far, Mels bottomless pit originates from a mysterious urban legend. In February 1997, a man named Mel Waters claimed on the popular radio show Coast to Coast AM that he owned a piece of land near Ellensburg, Washington, which contained a bottomless pit. According to Mel, he once tried to measure the depth of the hole using about 24 kilometers of fishing line, but was shocked to find that it never reached the bottom. Stranger still, when objects were thrown into the hole, they never made a sound, as if they had vanished into nothingness. Even more eerie, the hole supposedly exhibited supernatural properties. Mel claimed that a neighbor had thrown his dead dog into the hole, only to see it alive and well a few days later, happily wandering the nearby forest. These bizarre events terrified local residents, who began speculating that the hole might be a portal to a supernatural realm. Rumors also spread that when people brought radios near the hole, the signals would become distorted and would begin playing music from decades past. Some speculated that the hole might contain a time-warping field, causing radios to receive signals from the past. As Mel's story spread, the so-called bottomless pit ignited the imagination of conspiracy theorists and adventurers alike. Some speculated it was a secret government facility, or even connected to alien life. However, geologists dismissed the claims. From a scientific standpoint, an infinitely deep natural hole on Earth is impossible. The deeper you go, the more extreme the heat and pressure become, making it impossible for any cavity to remain stable. Moreover, Mel's claim of a 24-kilometer deep hole would put it well into the Earth's mantle, where temperatures are so high that even fishing line would be incinerated. The idea of measuring such a depth with fishing line is scientifically absurd. Yet, despite the implausibility, the story of Mel's hole has become a beloved modern legend among mystery enthusiasts and adventurers. So, in the strictest sense, the Kola Super Deep Borehole, excavated by the former Soviet Union, still deserves to be ranked number 1 on this list. That's the end of this episode. Which of these 10 deepest places left the strongest impression on you? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.